Diego Chavez stands before the court for pointing a firearm at security officers, a felony that put lives at risk. The state is ready to offer a second chance, but there's one major problem: the defendant can't seem to admit what he did wrong or show any remorse. Will his inability to take full responsibility cause the judge to throw out the entire plea agreement? This is the moment where his future hangs in the balance.
Good morning. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 001789 State versus Diego Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Guillermo Lara for Mr. Chavez, Your Honor, we're ready.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on September 8th. PSI and TAP evaluation was completed. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Chavez earlier today, and I did discuss some of the recommendations that were made by probation, specifically the fact that they want Mr. Chavez to have some type of outpatient treatment with his insurance company right now that he has. He has a very good job working for Tesla, well, as a subcontractor for Tesla. And that opportunity would give him the opportunity to show the court that not only could he comply with those conditions that probation is asking of him, he also recognized, and I did discuss with him, the DWI issue and the alcohol issue. He did speak to me candidly and say, I didn't think that I had a problem, but as far as the recommendation for probation, he sees how they could come to the court and suggest, look, if at the time of the incident, you had alcohol in your system, not only did you have alcohol in your system, you have a previous DWI, that is also something that would indicate that a DWI program potentially could be helpful for Mr. Chavez in succeeding on this deferred adjudication. And we would ask this court to consider that Mr. Chavez is willing not only to do the recommendations suggested by probation, but he's asking this court to give him an opportunity to continue with his work because, again, he has 3 children. He is behind on his child support, Your Honor. From the PSR, I did ask him, and he did verify that he is behind that $6,000 on his child support. He did indicate that now that he has this job and he's working full time, that gives him an opportunity to not only chip away at that amount, but also to give a little bit more to that child support amount that he's paying for his child. We asked this court to consider the fact that he does not have any prior felony convictions, Your Honor, and we would ask this court to follow the agreement with the prosecutor in this case, Your Honor, for deferred adjudication.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Diego Chavez.
All right. So what did you do wrong?
I had a firearm when I should have not had it with me at the time. And I believe that I'm not a bad person and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove that I deserve a second chance and that I am a good person.
But no. You're saying you had a gun and you should not have had a gun because in the PSI report, the complainant is stating that you're not taking any account of your actions. So you're not here today because you had a gun. Right?
Right.
So why are you here today?
I was stopped. They had accused me of pointing a gun at you.
Well, here's the thing. Let me stop you right there. You entered a plea of guilty. So your attorney will tell you, and I've been a defense attorney before, either you're falling on the sword or you're not. Now, your attorney has reviewed the PSI report. I'm assuming you've reviewed the PSI report. And let me just tell you, the complainant on page 4, did you read what the complainant said about you?
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you here? Because the complainant says you had no remorse, zero remorse, and that you put several people's lives at risk, including a senior living facility that was nearby. So why are we here?
I believe that
No, I mean, you're here to take action if I follow this agreement and place you on probation. But why would I even, let's start here. Why would I even put you on probation? Because it seems from what you're telling me, the police just came out of the blue, pulled you over, and they pulled you over and you had a weapon in your car. It seems to me, if that's the case, then maybe you should be in misdemeanor court, not in felony court. So there has to be something that has occurred for you to be in felony court, other than because your attorney is saying you don't have any felonies. So other than you're just driving around with a weapon. Because if you're just driving around with a weapon, then maybe, depending on the facts, maybe it's unlawfully carrying of a weapon, which is a misdemeanor. But you're here for a felony. So I'm trying to figure out mentally, why do you think you are here?
I believe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and I wasn't trying to intend to hurt anyone in any kind of way, and just in the position that I was in, it makes me look like a bad person. But
Here's the thing. People always say they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, when you think about it, if somebody is at, hypothetically, if somebody is at a fast food restaurant and somebody pulls a gun on them, they're not in the wrong place at the right time. They're there just trying to enjoy their life, and somebody comes in and pulls a weapon on them, right?
that's fine.
So I have yet to think of a scenario in my head where people are at the wrong place at the wrong time, unless this is Star Trek and we're doing a time continuum. Otherwise, you were at this location according to what you stipulated to. There was a disagreement or something, and you put a gun on somebody. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir.
We're not here because you were driving around in a vehicle and you just had a weapon and that was it. We're here for that. Why is it so hard for you to say that?
I guess my wording, I shouldn't have took the action how I did,
And what action did you take
and
that was an inappropriate action?
that I had a weapon on me. That, I mean, in the situation that I was in, I felt that my life was in danger.
Oh, then maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe you should be at a jury trial and you should be arguing self-defense. See, here's the problem. You have pled guilty to this offense.
Yes, ma'am.
When you plead guilty to something, you are saying, yes, I did it. Now, sometimes it's not a guilty verdict. It's you're at a jury trial, you're saying, yes, I did it, but let me give you my self-defense issue, or let me give you my justification. I did it, but this is why I shouldn't be punished for it, because legally I had a right to do what I did. So this is what we're going to do.
That's fine.
We're going to come back, and counsel, you can appear by Zoom. We're going to come back at 1:30, and you need to think about this, because what I'm telling you is, according to the PSI report, the complainant is saying you shown zero remorse. And right now it appears to the court, and I may be wrong, sometimes people get very nervous. It appears to the court that you're not accepting any responsibility for anything, even though you've pled guilty to it. And once you pled guilty, what I can tell you, you all have an agreement that you receive a form of probation. You know, either I'll follow it or I won't follow it. So now is not the time to hedge your bets, right? You've gone past the point of jury trial. Now, what I can tell you, if I don't follow this, then the fact that you entered a plea, it can't be used against you. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. The court is calling 2025 CR 007189. State versus Diego Chavez. Could I have parties re-announced for the record, please?
Guillermo Lara for the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. Have you had a chance to gather your thoughts?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you wish to say, Mr. Chavez?
I would say to have a second chance to prove myself that I am a good person. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to not only better myself, but be a good role model for my family, my kids.
But why are we here?
We are here because I pointed a firearm to 63 officers, and I understand that I put their life in jeopardy and everyone around them, and I'm sorry for what I've done.
Now, was that so hard to say?
Oh, Your Honor.
Any questions, State?
No, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, not from the defense.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I am an electrician for a temporary company that works in Tesla.
Mm-hmm. And so what do they have you do? Do you work at the Tesla location or do?
Yes, Your Honor. I distribute power for wherever they need any location in the facilities.
And do you have children?
Yes, Your Honor. I have 3.
All right. What are their ages?
15. One's about to turn 18 on Christmas Eve, and 19, my oldest. And I have full custody of my middle child.
All right. And who lives in the household with you?
My wife and my daughter, who have custody of.
All right. The court will follow your agreement. Outside the agreement is the length of probation. The state is asking for 5 years. Defense?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement is the length of probation. The state is asking for 5 years.
That's correct, Judge.
All right. So you're in agreement with the 5 years?
Judge, I believe that the state was not opposed if he complied with all conditions and finished everything early, that they were not opposed to early termination.
All right. Then the court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order anger management. Once that's completed, 100 hours we deem satisfied. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the remaining community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm clean, Your Honor.
There's to be no contact with the complainants. And of course, while you're on probation, you're not allowed to possess firearms. That means that you cannot have firearms in your home. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there is to be outpatient treatment. And that's with your private provider. And you're to sign a release for probation. And there's to be sober support meetings weekly for 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? All right, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. And I know as part of their agreement outside of it, they wanted a mental health evaluation. I don't know if a mental health evaluation was completed. If it wasn't, we can do a mental health evaluation out of custody. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there is an issue, you need to let your probation officer know. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you feel they're not addressing that issue, you can always come to court, but do not disappear on probation. You understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you again. And
You're
happy
welcome.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
After a tense recess to reconsider his words, Diego Chavez returns to court with a different tone. This time, he offers a direct apology, admitting he pointed a gun at officers and put lives in jeopardy. With that crucial acceptance of responsibility, the judge agrees to follow the plea bargain. The case serves as a powerful lesson. In the courtroom, taking full accountability for your actions is the first and most critical step toward a second chance. Thanks for watching.